Here we've got more releases. This one here is a catfish. I was in New York. I forget exactly what town it was in New York. I could check on it later and give an update. It was a nice little spot though. I mean, I really enjoyed being there. This is the same place. It's the same little dock and everything. I wished I could remember exactly what town that was. I can remember a lot of these places, but I can't remember the exact town. Where I do remember the state, I don't remember the town. This here is, let's see, it's a bass, and, oh no, my bad, it's a catfish. That was, Nitro, West Virginia. That's where that was at. And that was a pretty large catfish there. I want to say that one was right at 5 or 7 pounds. I had just lost one that was twice its size right before that. He broke me off. Matter of fact, right there where I set that one back in, set it back in, that's where the other one broke off at. And he was huge. Okay, now we're coming up to, this carp was caught in Perrysburg, Ohio, at the Loves in Perrysburg, matter of fact. Any of my trucking buddies on here is going to know exactly where that's at. That place right there is Eat Up in Carp, if you like catching carp. And it did not die. It took a minute to swim off, but stick with me, you'll see it swims off. It just took me a minute to get the hook out of it. This is a decent sized carp. Probably one of the, bigger ones that I caught. I have caught bigger, but it was definitely one of the bigger ones. See, when I set him down, I got him just out of my reach to where I'd have to step off into the water, and I just really don't care much for that. Not out driving like that anyway, because then it's hard to, have the time to fish and clean back up. But see, he didn't die. Now this here, if I'm not mistaken, this is smallmouth, and I was in Kentucky here, right beside of a Walmart. And I don't remember the name of that town, but this one's the one I fell off of the bank of to get to fish. I took a nasty fall off of that bank. this one here we've got coming up. Let's see. I want to say this looks like one of the catches from Nitro, West Virginia. I'll have to wait and see if it gives me a better view of it. Let's see, the carp. That wasn't Nitro, West Virginia. That was Kentucky also. It's a different little town, but it was real close to it. And I think this is Pikeville, Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken. And he didn't die neither. But now the carp in this pond here looked pretty well under there. He should have been fatter. He should have been a lot fatter. Let's see, he swims off too. If I'm not mistaken, that was about a 4-pounder, maybe. But you see right there, he's right out there, just to the point where I don't want to walk into. So I have to help him out a little bit. I can just barely reach his tail right here without stepping off into the water. And this was a nice little nice spot for fishing in Kentucky, because it was a pond that actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it ran off of the river from that last smallmouth. Then here we are. I want to say that this is Blue Ridge, Georgia. I'm not 100% on it, but I think that's where I was at right here. No, he didn't die. None of these fish died. Not one. Some of them, it just took me a second. And that wasn't. That's not Virginia. There, that is. It's Tennessee. It's up next to it's next to the Fort Loudon Dam. It's not right there at the dam. It's right down the road from it. At the boat ramp down there on the little road going to Tellico Plains is where that's at. See, he took off right there. I wasn't able to get it in the shot, or not that I wasn't able. I just didn't realize that I didn't have the camera on good, but see, there he goes, right there. I've caught a few pretty decent bass at that spot. And here, this is a catfish, and I'm not sure where I caught this one at. just a little bit of light that I got there. It don't give me much to go on. Okay, this right here is if I'm not mistaken, this is Florida. It's down off the Okeechobee. One of the little, it's that little waterway that runs, along the side of the lake, like where you put in your boat there at the ramp, but then you have to go down the canalway to get to the actual lake part. No. That's not Florida. I'm sorry. That is that's Washington. I'm in Washington D.C. there at 4 Mile. The 4 Mile run. Anybody from the Washington D.C. area will know that. Will know what I'm talking about. That was just below the bridges. And this one here. I want to say, give me just a second and I'll figure it out. I believe that might have been Connecticut. Union Pond, if I'm not mistaken. This here I'm thinking is Illinois or Indiana at the I want to say AutoZone Distribution Center. And this was Monroe, Michigan, I do believe. At the rock quarry. And this was the same place. No. This isn't Michigan because I did not catch any catfish there. I think actually that's probably Washington D.C. too. Which I believe the last one was Washington D.C. the largemouth, and then this one I'm pretty sure was Washington D.C. also. Yes, and this one is definitely. It's a 4 mile run in Washington. Anytime I fished in Washington, that was where it was at. It was right there at the 4 mile run. I'm surprised I never run into one rod and one reel there, because that's right where he fishes there a lot. But he fishes right up the road from this right here. This is down the road a little bit, not far, a mile or two. This is the same place. It is a nice spot to catch fish. It's another catfish. this right here, this guy didn't die neither, but it took him a minute to swim off. This was in Connecticut. Wilmington, I think, is the name of the town. Ruby Lake is the name of the place, and it is eat up in these little snot rockets here. Chain pickerel. Every chain pickerel that I've caught has been from this spot right here. And he didn't die. It took him a minute to swim off, but he didn't die. I had to work with him just a minute to get him to swim off too. And now this place here is the only place that I've actually stepped out on the water that was frozen, and I'm not real sure if it, because it's the only time I've ever done it, if it always, if you can feel it moving under you like that all the time, or if it was because the ice was getting thin. I didn't drill no hole in it. I didn't fish. I just went out, walked out on it.